欢迎收听了不起的 ESG， 这是一档专注于 ESG 的深度对话节目。
这是一个汇聚行业专家、企业领袖和可持续发展实践者的平台。
我们探讨 ESG 最新趋势、企业实践和未来机遇。
无论您是关注 ESG 的投资者、企业决策者，还是对可持续发展充满热情的听众，这里都有值得探索的见解。
让我们一起倾听前沿声音，共创绿色未来。
Hello and welcome to ESG Association of Malaysia podcast, where we explore the intersections of sustainability, innovation, and impact. I'm your host, Jolene Chai, and today we're diving into a transformative approach to agriculture that aligns seamlessly with ESG principle, Aerotower, and Aeroponics. Joining us is Professor Dr. Hamed Faghiri, founder and CEO of Dorrit Group Berhad, a pioneer in introducing industrial-scale aeroponic farming to Malaysia. With over 30 years of experience in commercial agriculture, research and development, Prof. Dr. Faghiri is also an academic affiliated with institutions like Asia University and Taylor's University. So let us welcome Professor Dr. Faghiri. Welcome to the podcast.
Hello. Hi.
So I just want to start with the basic for our listeners who might not know about this concept. Would you explain what Aerotower and Aeroponics is and how it differs from the traditional farming methods? Yeah.
Before we talk about the aeroponics, our flashback about in agriculture, we have two methods. One is a soil culture, planting on the soil. Another one is soilless. But the soilless doesn't mean that we don't have anything to keep the plant's roots. So we will have various types of the medium, but this medium cannot give any nutrition to the plants. That's why we call it medium, because the soil normally gives nutrition as well. And we have more access to the root. We have more access to what we want to have as a formulation of fertilizer and so on when we go for a soilless culture. One of these soilless culture, which is all categorized under hydroponic. One of them is aeroponic, which developed by NASA. And this technology developed to have the plantation and growing the plants on the space. But after that, people like me, they took the concept and they started to build something which we can use it in our normal life as well.
That sounds fantastic. So how did you come to introduce this technology to Malaysia, and what inspired this venture? Especially there's so many other countries, but you choose Malaysia.
Malaysia has a huge potential for agriculture. Malaysia is supposed to be the exporter of agriculture products rather than to be an importer. 70 over billion ringgit importing of the products to the country. And as I can see that there is a huge problem over, for example, the production of like chili, or for example, green leafies and so on. So I thought that there's a huge potential for that. And since I saw that the weather is very mighty here and you have so much rain, but of course you have problem over this moisture and somehow hot temperature and no season and so on, so it's creating a bit challenging for having various type of plants. But earlier stage, because I work in many projects, more than 1,000 projects I have been involved, and with all these top companies in the world, I started to contacting them and get the quotation from them. Then I found out, wow, the quotation for a lowland greenhouse is very high. Then I found out, wow, that is a reason it all goes to the highland for agriculture production. Then I say, oh, this is opportunity. And I think, what can I do? How can I make something which can have the capability of that massive, expensive greenhouse, which is more than 10 to 20 million ringgit. And have that capacity, entry to the market would be easy. Plus, it can work in the lowland and no need even climate control system.
Oh, that's fascinating idea. And the most important thing that you bring this technology, a great one, I would say, to actually into our land of blessing. I always say that Malaysia is blessed with a lot of natural resources, our weather. Yeah, of course, we don't have a lot of choices, for the food or vegetable. But I still think that we are sort of very comfortable place to actually grow certain things because of the rain that we have. We are in the rainforest. Yeah. I think that I want to talk more about like how this technology align in ESG, and also we want to know how the principle works. So from environmental impact, especially food security has been a discussion nowadays. How do we have food in the same time we make to make sure that food is not wasted, but in the same time wherever the supply come from, able to turn it into eatable. So we're talking about from farm to table. So how does this technology contribute to the sustainability in the environmental impact? Yeah.
Okay. First, we agree over one concept.
Yeah.
The moment you do farming, it's not organic.
Yeah.
It's inorganic because you're forcing to do something in the place that things shouldn't grow. Okay? Naturally. So farming is not natural. So whatever they want to say, but it's natural. It's not natural. So we have to see what the components we have and how we can make it more ecosystem friendly and more sustainable. It means that we don't harm the environment as much as possible or maybe rescue somehow.
Yeah.
Okay? And this is one thing we need to consider. Another thing we need to consider is that there's a food security. And the food security doesn't mean that only availability of the food. It means that it has to be affordable. It has to have also quality. And it also has to be environmentally friendly and sustainable. So these two are almost, it's like brother and sister, or twins are always together. So how we can have something which providing for food products with the quality and then don't harming the nature. Okay. However, I say agriculture can make harm to the nature. Okay. Let's take this. For example, in this system, we try not to use any cooling system because we make it hexagon shape and it's in outdoor, so the wind will come and so on, and we use a specific types of net, so we reduce the UV. So as you experience it today, when you put your hand under that or put outside, you will see that under the net is cooler.
Yeah, the
temperature is so different. Without having any cooling system, without using any extra energy, we just reduce the temperature, simply as that. Then the net that we have, we cover the whole system with a net, doesn't let any insect go in. So if the insect don't go in, we don't need to use any pesticide. That's why you will see when I take, straight away I eat.
Yes, you were just like, please eat.
No, because I know it's clean.
Yeah, because I got very impressed, to be honest. And, no algae. It looks very clean. And you told me that the towel has been used for half a year. It doesn't look like it's a half a year. It's look like just a brand new thing. Yeah.
And you just straight away you can consume it, eating and so on, because I don't use any, not only pesticide, not fungicide, not any other side, because when you're planting on the soil, you need to use a herbicide, fungicide, insecticide, a lot of side, okay?
Yeah.
We totally don't use anything. Even when you do organic farming, so-called organic farming, which is LDSH, I said there's no organic farming. If they use also organic pesticide or whatever, we totally don't use it. So we are super ecosystem friendly because we don't use anything. Okay, so naturally will grow. Another thing is the energy consumption is very low. We keep recycling the water. Means that this is a closed system. So when I'm using a closed system, the amount of fertilizer that we put inside the tank is very small amount. And we keep reusing that. But when you're doing a normal farming, we have a nutrition runoff.
Yes.
And nutrition runoff, when is a nitrogen and O2. Okay, O2 is not that bad, So O2 has one effect. NO2 has 300 times more effect. Okay, so NO2
really a lot.
Goes to fertilizer and to washing out and go to the river. So we don't have nutrition runoff. And based on our calculation, we can even reduce the CO2 emission. However, normal farming, they creating CO2. So farming is not reducing CO2, farming creating CO2. Our system is reducing the CO2. and we have also less breakback worker situation and so on. It's very clean in front of you. So even normal people, even who are not in the farming, also they like to touch it and so on. And this is fully sustainable friendly and can last for many years. So the system is like, I cannot say forever, but all the structure is a stainless steel, all the, whatever plastic also we use is ABS, very high quality, so it can last a lot.
So this is really a good sharing, and I just want to add on here when we want to talk about the social impact. As you mentioned just now, food security is not just about available, but also affordable, because it's very related to the social impact. So I can see that this aeroponics technology, air tower, actually able to benefit more to the communities because you make food more affordable. So on that side, I just want to hear from you that would you agree with what I say, and anything you want to add on from the social impact on this technology that can bring to all of us?
Okay, with air tower, as we can do a plantation in the modular format or form in the lowland, and most of the cities located in the lowland means that we decentralize in agriculture.
Yes, you're right.
Means that we can do the production of the most perishable part of our food next door. So every condominium, every open area, every rooftop, every unused space in the city can convert into the farm immediately. You no need to create anything. You no need to do anything to the soil. Or no need to think about the soil or anything. As long as you have electricity and water supply, no need to be constant. Water supply, electricity, and then the farm is there. And it is also somehow hands-free farming, because the moment you put the plants and so on, only you need to check once a week, 10 minutes or something, you just check your pH and EC and so on, then it's fine if we use it manually, okay? Every single corner of the city can become a farm. Then we can provide a lot of information. We can provide a lot of training program. We can have a lot of events and so on. We give so many public awareness. And if you look at the Minister of Health food pyramid, after COVID, they changed the food pyramid in Malaysia. So the most important part is the vegetables and fruits that Malaysia need to consume.
Yes.
And if you look at the consumption pattern of Malaysian, actually it's not that good, because 40% minimum eat rice per day.
Yeah.
And we have also almost half the population have obesity. I was not that fat when I came.
I thought was the delicious food that actually got you into this situation. But good statistics that we get to know here.
So we cannot avoid sometime, okay? But if we can replace it with a more quality food, and I believe that if you've produced vegetables and so on next door, you were willing to eat more of that.
Yes.
And you're also providing a new lifestyle for the kids and the youths.
Yep. You know, when you speak on this matter, you are making things sound like the IKEA of agriculture. You know, we always buy things and put on the right space from IKEA. And now it sounds like we just need to fit in one for our own agriculture that we can do farming at home easily.
But if you go that level, it is like a hobby scale.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't build our tower at a small scale first. The current one has 225 plants in one unit. Why? Because the early stage, people want to see income.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I make a small one, almost the cost is the same, but you have something to plant. It's like you buy a treadmill at home, but the treadmill never become gym. Okay. And normally people are interested to use a treadmill for 1 week or 2 weeks or 1 month, 2 months. After that become disaster at home.
Yeah.
You want to get rid of that. Okay. I don't want my tools become like that. That's why you need to first build the culture. We need to build this lifestyle. People need to see that, next door they are doing this. So keep going, weekend going there and so on. And the place that we build as a farm is not only remain as a farm, but would be as a hub for community gathering and exchanging the thing and so on. They can also inviting a chef to teach them how to cook more healthy food and so on. Slowly we build the community. Then maybe these people say, okay, you're very interested. We learn a lot of things. Now is the time for us. Then we have the smaller unit also can give it to them.
Yeah. I think that this is a very good idea to bring community together, while in the same time, some still can get it in their house if they prefer it. Some people, they prefer it to have their own as well. And then they can call friends for gathering, and then they can just show them, I harvest my own vegetables as well.
One tower can feed 5 to 10 families per month.
Wow, that's very impressive. I think that they can have family gathering every weekend.
And you can have multiple types of the plants in one tower.
Yeah.
Today we will visit is fully mint because the owner wants to plant mint because of the mint tea. Okay. Yeah. But you can have up to 15 different types of the plants in one tower.
Yeah, I saw there is so much structure in there, and then because it's 250, you can actually segregate yourself into different types of the crops, but still you're able to produce in the same ecosystem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Now, I just want to dive a little bit into governance since that we cover how it actually benefit people. I want to know that how does Dorrit Group, especially since that you have came out with such amazing tools, and I would say that this technology really helps a lot, especially for the future of our next generation. How do you ensure that this ethical and sustainable practice will keep on going for the upgrade or innovation of this technology?
Okay, we are not a normal company. There's some boss on the top, and then there's other people. It's like master, slave, something like that. Sorry, I'm not going to talk bad about other companies, but we are applied a holacracy model. Okay, holacracy management model. This holacracy management model, rather than you have one role, you have a cloud of the role. So you can be, for example, accountant of the company, but you can do marketing as well if you think. And you no need to get permission from your manager or even boss to do something. For example, if you want to share some photo in the social media and you think this is good, just go ahead. Okay. And if you are, for example, accountant of the company, but you think that, oh, this is an area for me to do marketing and promoting, go ahead. And if you have some idea about improvement or modification, so I'm very happy to hear that. Okay. Yeah. And we are like that. So for me also, not only the CEO, if I see place is dirty and so on, I become the cleaner. Okay. Yeah. We are like really have our own principles, have our own culture, and everything is not only transparent, it's also very fair.
Yeah, because I saw you today, this morning, when we were at the venue. You were like doing all the cleaning yourself, and you were like talking to the farmers. And that's really something very different because you were putting your hands on the products that you produce and also to showcase them how it really works.
Your audience cannot see my hand, but you can see a lot of cutting. This is not a professional hand, okay? Because there's so many marks in my hand because I do everything from scratch. Yeah. And then I want to train to my clients or my staff. I will do first by myself 100%. Ask them, you just watch. You no need to touch. Next round, I will do 70%. I ask them to assist. The third round, I will ask them to do 50%. Fourth round, I will ask them, okay, I will do 30%, you do 70%. And the fifth round, the last one, I will watch and they do 100%. This is, we call it formation. I will transfer the knowledge, transfer the skill to them, rather than I just do or I show the picture or explain theoretically and ask them to do. Then they won't be able to do.
This is so fantastic, really. It's fascinating to know that, knowledge transfer can be done in this visual and kinetic way. Thank you so much for that. Now, I understand that since these technologies offer so much of benefit, numerous of it, what challenges have you encountered so far in implementing this technology into Malaysia?
Okay, implementing in Malaysia, actually Malaysia has everything. Malaysia is not a poor country, okay? Have enough fund for agriculture or make the country become number one in the world, even to go that level, you're much larger or bigger than Netherlands. Okay?
Yep.
You have also much better weather compared to Netherlands. You have also access to the much better resources compared to Netherlands because you have a lot of China next door and other resources next door and so on. And you have a huge market, like a very premium market like Brunei and Singapore. And also you have a huge market of Indonesia.
Yes.
So, wow, Malaysia has a huge potential compared to the Netherlands, which we consider as the most advanced agriculture country in the world. Okay, but the things as a foreigner, I can see that sometimes mindset is the main challenge that I face. The people is there to spend hundreds of millions of ringgit to build the shopping mall and become dead shopping mall. And they cannot use it, they cannot sell it, they cannot rent it for many years and already become another natural disaster.
Yeah, we have overhang issue, not only on malls, but residential
as well.
Yeah.
But they're still doing that. But when you say that, okay, we will set up a farm, and this farm, for example, have so much benefits and so on, they still become very calculative and so on. Of course, the aeroponic, high-tech agriculture has an initial setup cost. Okay, it's not like you just rent a land and throw the seed on that. But we have proven result. This is a precision farming. We know that how much we can grow. And what is the quality, and then we will see that, for example, our ROI would be about 40%. Which business you want to do, genuine business, I'm not talking about non-genuine.
Understand.
Which genuine business you want to do, and you have proven of, for example, 40%, average 40% profit per year. And the government also providing huge facilities. In my country, there is zero of this type of facilities. Giving the loan for 10 years with 1% for cooperative, or for example, give a Madani loan with 3% for 5 million ringgit, also for another 10 years and so on. This type of thing, even Iranian people have never seen in their dream. Because our loan there is 30% or 25% interest rate, and it's only for 5 years.
Understood.
Okay. Some of these facilities doesn't need even collateral. Just you need to have a registered company with a slightly positive record and so on. Still, people don't want to use this. So this is my main challenge. If I do already good country, you have already the space, we already have technology, we want to transfer technology to you, government also supporting you, people also willing to participate. So just need to move.
Yeah, I think that major for these challenges is not only in what you face, because we are still very much putting ourselves as a developing country, afraid to make a big leap to be in front of it. But I believe that Malaysia could be a developed country if we could actually gather our resources instead of fragmentally here and there. We have, but I do agree that sometimes mindset plays a big role.
No, I really hope from your audience, someone wants to come. We have clients and so on, but not at the level I would like, to have thousands of farms, Because for me, my study is like that. A few units doing farm here and so on. This is the result, but this is not significant result of the food security. But if we set up, for example, 3,000 farms, then we can say that we already reduce 20% or 30% of the government import bill. And I'm not limited to this products that you saw today. I designed more than 60 different tools. But based on the market needs, plans, and so on, we can come up with the new tools also. So we don't have limitation. We just willing. That's why our company name is Durud. Durud means welcome. Okay.
In Iranian? Okay, I learned a new word.
Yeah.
So Durud is welcome.
Welcome. It's a welcome. Purposely I put this word. Welcome, come to us. We stand together. We provide technology. We provide training. We have everything. We don't let you guys to fail. We make sure that if you fail, I'm the one who fails. So I don't let you fail. So I make sure that everything is fine. And you just move and do some contribution to your country, to the nature, to your family, to yourself.
Understood.
Beneficial to everyone.
Yeah. So I think that this aspiration is very good, not only for Malaysia. I can that is only also for the region of ASEAN, especially we are the 5th biggest economic producer around the globe, contributing quite a big number of GDP to the SME for the 12 countries that within the ASEAN. So thank you so much today, Prof. I really happy and feel so much of gratitude that you're sharing your insights and pioneering work in aeroponics and aerotower. Your contributions are truly shaping the future of sustainability agriculture in Malaysia, and I think you go beyond that, beyond GDP, beyond about profit, beyond about not the commercial type. I really love it that you're looking about how to put from farm to table in a way that's more affordable. And for that, I think I would like to say thank you very much to choose Malaysia as one of your places that to put on this very great, technology. So, to our listeners, thank you for tuning in to ESG Association of Malaysia podcast. Stay connected with us, more discussions on sustainability and innovation. Thank you, Prof.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your audience in the future.
Thank you.
本节目由 Green Pro 绿川集团赞助。Green Pro 绿川集团与您一同探索 ESG 新趋势。